Well, let's stay in the United States, where New York's governor has announced that schools, places of worship, and other gathering points within a 1-mile radius of the suburb of New Rochelle will close their doors for 14 days. The National Guard will help deliver food and disinfect common areas inside that zone. For more, Joel Labi joins us now live from New Rochelle in New York. Thanks so much, Joel. Tell us, why has this area specifically been chosen for this kind of containment?
Yeah, if you see the backdrop behind me, we are in suburbia here, just north of Manhattan, and this does not strike you as the place where they've dubbed ground zero of the coronavirus outbreak in New York State. But that's precisely why they're establishing this containment zone as of tomorrow, because of the 170 plus cases in New York State, more than 100 have come from this area, and the area of most concern, about a mile from where I am, is a synagogue where a 50-year-old attorney with an office in Midtown Manhattan, he's been dubbed patient zero. They fear that most of the cases have spread because he contracted the virus, went to a function, and from there it has just multiplied. So this is what the area is going to look like in about 24 hours' time. We're going to have no public gatherings in this area. Schools are going to be on lockdown. But interestingly, you've got to look at the terminology that they're using. They're saying it's containment, not exclusion, which means that people are going to be able to come and go as they please. And that opens up a whole series of questions as to whether this is going to be enough to stop the virus from spreading further within suburban New York and even into Manhattan.
How are people feeling about the New York State government and as well as local authorities handling this outbreak? A state of emergency declared in the state of New York, and now this containment. Are people in agreement with what authorities are doing?
I think so, and just from being in Manhattan and just hearing conversations in pharmacies, even on the streets, I think you'll find that most would agree with the declaration of a global pandemic. Where we're at now, though, it seems as though people aren't taking are taking every precaution possible. You travel on the subways, the numbers are down, even on the streets, fewer people out there. So in terms of the way that they're handling the cases here in New Rochelle, it probably comes as little surprise to those here and in surrounding areas. What is going to be interesting, though, is to see whether those numbers actually drop, because this strategy is not what we've seen in other parts of the world, where essentially visitors have been unable to enter and residents have been unable to leave. And we have kind of a hybrid where you can self-quarantine in New Rochelle, but if you need to come and go, you can. And so that is what it's going to be like for the next 2 weeks here.
Okay, Joel Labi joining us there from New Rochelle in New York. Stay safe, and thanks so much for that.